Good morning, Tracy. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Julie. How are you?
Good. Cold, like like we've already discussed. Um, so really quick, I would love to have you give me like a just a couple minute snippet about your business, what it is, and just your business basically in general.
I'd love to. So it's conscious evolution, and I work with subtle energy. I help people rebalance their energetic bodies, so physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, so that they can feel whole, complete, authentic, and really thrive in life again.
Beautiful, beautiful. So now before working with Emily and I and before working with Transformative Leadership, what did what did your business look like before us?
So it was a little bit chaotic um, because I have so many pieces to my business. I have personal things, and then I have a brand that I work with, and I have coaching, and I have all different facets to my business. And I wasn't quite sure how to funnel them into one cohesive piece. And then after talking to you and Emily, I can see how it all will kind of congeal together and become one big entity instead of all these separate pieces, which is so exciting for me because this has been in the works for a few years.
That's good. Yeah, yeah. You've been doing a lot for a long time now, or you've had things like in motion for a long time now. So your before picture was like chaotic, lots of moving parts, lots of things, and now you feel like you have more, what would you say? Like it's not as chaotic from what I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
Yeah,
so
like I picture it like a puzzle, like all the pieces are kind of like in different boxes. So now all the pieces are in one on the table together, and I can see the outline. And so I can see where all the pieces go, and I'm just now like fitting them in and like, okay, this makes sense now because I can um they're all cohesive so that it makes sense, like my brand makes sense in what I'm doing, and not just like, oh, you do emotional clearing, oh, you do this, and people won't be as confused as like, well, what are all the things you do? Because I do a lot of different things.
you do
So
a
it
lot of different things.
so it's making more sense now and how to create that flow that everyone really wants in their business. Like the flow is so important because without it, you're kind of just grasping at straws. And that's kind of how I
Yeah.
was doing it. So now I can actually see more of the fun. I'm going to say funneling, but really the flow of what it all looks like. Um, so as I get my website redone, I will fully see all of it together in one space and not separate pieces. They're all one thing.
Perfect. Perfect. I love that. No, I get that too, like for my own self sometimes, right? Like you've got so many things that you want to do and so many things that it's easy to kind of just be like feeling like you're doing different things here, there, and everywhere. So that's fantastic. So when you look at everything, all the work that we've done with you up to this point, what's the biggest thing that you feel like it really solved for you?
Um, the piece that's it's really the funny part is, well, definitely the flow, right? The organization of it is definitely huge, but also what I'm worth. Like you guys kind of pointed out, like, are you sure that's how much you want to charge? Um, and to see the long-term goal and breaking it down so that I see what I need to cover what I want as my yearly goal, whether that's clients or monetary or whatever that looks like. Um, Giving each of those sections broken down into their parts so I can see like, okay, well, this is where I want to focus to create this amount of money, and this is where I focus to create this amount of money, and how much of each piece I need to have the total outcome that I desire.
Awesome. 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 I love hearing
Does
that.
that make sense?
And absolutely it makes perfect sense to me. I know that you're not alone when it comes to like not knowing what to charge, or like you're charging a certain thing, but you're like, I feel like everyone does that at some point in their business. And it's really, I think, eye-opening the process that we use to help people know, like, okay, this is where you are and this is where you want to go. And when we build that bridge, I think it makes a lot of things very, very clear at that point. Um, so this is a little bit similar, but what did it change for you? What was like, if there was one thing that really has changed for you in the process, what would that be?
Not something physical, more like my confidence going forward. Like, okay, you don't have to have separate pieces. Like it can all go together. And I think I was apprehensive on my own, trying to figure out how it all goes together. So this actually just gave me the confidence of like, yeah, just it looks like this. Oh, like duh. Cool.
Oh my God, I love that. That's my favorite. That is seriously like, that's my favorite part, like your confidence, because that's huge. Like, as a business owner, as a human, like that's huge, like knowing that what you're doing and what you want to do, because I know you have this huge heart and you have a huge mission and a huge vision. And I feel like sometimes when we have these huge missions and visions, it could be a little bit daunting and you're like, well, how the crap am I going to do all of this? But I love that. That confidence piece is so, so huge. Thank you
Uh,
so much.
yeah, and I'll add
Thank you
this
for letting
too.
us support you.
Yes.
But
Also, because this wasn't really as much of a thought, but as I'm growing and expanding, as you know, becoming a doctor and opening up retreat centers, seeing how I can incorporate that down the road and not feel like I have to start all over again. Because I think that's the daunting part for a lot of us entrepreneurs who, especially in this field that I'm in, is like you feel like you have to keep reinventing yourself and starting over as you grow. But I can actually just incorporate it in with what's already been built.
oh, I love it. And I'm so excited for you to finally become a doctor because I know you've put so much hard work and effort into it. And kudos to you because that's a lot. You've got a lot going on. And the retreat center, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I'm so glad that we were able to support you. And if you need any help in the future, you know that we're always here for you. And I'm so excited.
Well, thank you, Julie.
Thank
And
you.
Emily.